Konnichiwa. Nihon Cricket Podcast to yokoso. Boku no namae wa Alan desu. I think that even those who have never heard a word of Japanese before can understand that. But just in case, hello and welcome to the Japan Cricket Podcast. I'm your host, Alan Kerr, and on this show I will speak to the people who have played a role in the shaping of cricket in Japan, both on and off the field. Okay, I'm joined today by a man who has an incredible list of honours in Japan cricket already in a relatively short time. I'm just going to go through some of these for our listeners' benefits. JCL MVP for the last 4 seasons, Team of the Year the last 5 seasons, JPL MVP 3 times in the last 5 seasons, Japan Cricket Player of the Year in 3 of the last 4 seasons, Captain of Tigers winning JCL Division 1 team in 2020, Captain of South Kanto Super Kings, who've had 4 titles in 5 years, and of course this year called up to the Japan National Squad. Sabaorish Ravichandran, welcome on the podcast.
Thank you.
So the first time I got to hear about you beyond the cricket field was actually through a questionnaire that the JCA put out in 2017. And I wonder if you can remember your answer. One of the questions that was asked was, has cricket changed your life? And if so, how?
Okay.
Can you remember what you answered in that?
No.
All right. What you said was, yes, it has. Cricket has given me the respect I get from people, which I think I can't get by other means. I step on the ground with so much passion that I want to win every match. I can't imagine myself without cricket. I just wait for the weekends to come so that I can go out and express myself.
Okay.
You still feel that way?
Yeah.
Was that a fair response?
Yeah, I think it perfectly summarizes what I do on the field and what cricket means to me. Of course, like every now and then, cricket is something which keeps me going every single week. I look forward to playing on the weekends, and it's like something you look forward to every week. And now it's because of the quarantine and the COVID situations. It really pains to see myself staying at home every weekend. Even my wife is not used to me staying at the home. She's like, go away. So it's I'm really looking forward to resuming cricket in Japan.
Yeah. Well, whilst you're on that, how have you been keeping busy during the quarantine time?
I actually play tennis ball cricket on the weekends with the guys. We are just a small group, and then that's something like a practice which I do, and I do it every day morning with some of the Tigers. So most of the times, at least thrice a week. So we try to
grind.
Yeah, keeps the eye, just knock down a few balls. So keep in touch, stay in touch.
Yeah, perfect. I remember as a younger man, you were a very passionate player, and you said even in that statement there that that's how you play the game. Certainly when you were younger, when I was first seeing you, that passion sometimes boiled over on the field.
Yeah.
I remember you famously telling an umpire that he'd ruined your weekend.
Actually, that was one of the conversations which I was having with Piyush on the drive to Tanoa, how it is, that conversation changed my attitude on the field and off the field. Because that year, I think during the GC Awards, I had a conversation with Chris, and he was kind to tell me what went wrong and what could have gone wrong with my attitude. So that changed a lot. I said, humans can make a mistake. It's fine. Just get on, move on with it. And I think the way I started reacting on the field changed a lot from that. It was like a learning curve for me. And then that was a very important lesson which I took.
And do you think that now you actually enjoy the game more, that you are able to stay a bit more balanced on the field the whole time?
The thing is captain is you have some certain responsibilities, people look up to you. And then right now, you're people, you cannot give excuses to people. Okay, there was something happened, because you tell people how to react on the field, how to stay calm and everything. So you have to set an example of how to do it. Yes, I love this, the way I have actually, I see how I have grown as a cricketer and up as a person. And I got some compliments from guys like Chris Thurgate, which really means a lot. It sees it gives you a good satisfaction that yes, the way you have started and you have conducted yourself, it has changed a lot, and people are respecting you for the way you're reacting to the field right now.
Yeah, so you think that's a part of that as the leadership role. So when did you become captain of the Tigers?
It was in 2019.
2019, so you've done 2 seasons. Yeah, so you think that responsibility, do you think it's helped you on the field as well in terms of your performances?
Yes, a lot. Performances, initially, I think people were worried about giving me the leadership role because it should not have any impact on my performances. But I think it doesn't. It gives you some added responsibility, and it's good because anyways, people look up to you anyways. You just stay in the team and people look up to you. So this captaincy role like gives you some added responsibilities, but I think it keeps you stay calm as much as possible, because one of the biggest things I fight within myself is to stay calm. So I think this captaincy makes it a bit easier, where I have some added responsibilities of staying calm, and yeah, it makes my job easier.
You're able to look at the whole game rather than just your own game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's a great example of that, and I can't interview you without bringing up one of the innings that you played last season, which is still probably the most extraordinary innings I think that's been played in Japan. Chasing, I think 150, and you scored 120, not out, against Chiba Sharks. The next highest score on your team was 12.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that innings and how you went around constructing it, and how you found the ability to keep calm in that pressure situation.
One of the thing with Tiger is that it's like every game for me is like an innings which I have to perform. Like I'm pushed into that zone where I have to keep performing every game. It's not that team depends on me, because as a team I think we have grown a lot, like where the dependency on myself is like reduced a bit. But I think that game, it was something which kept me going was the 2019 semi-final loss. So we did lose against Chiba Sharks, and we were in a similar situation. But this time I like thought to myself, now we are not giving up that easy, and we're not losing this. Anyways, it wouldn't have made a difference to the table, because we were mostly in the semis anyways. But still, like something kept me going, like that we cannot lose it again, and to the same guys, like because just buy myself some time. And Manoj being in the crease made my job much easier, because that guy brings the best out of me, and he just keeps me calm. So the moment he's there, I don't have to worry about wickets falling on the other end. So he just kept me going, and that was that passion, like, oh no, we're not going to lose again, and not to the same team. That semi-final loss kept me going.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, you mentioned obviously the players in the team that have improved around you, and the side as a whole is probably a little bit stronger now than it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But at the same time, you take you out of that team. You're not just a leading run scorer; you're a leading wicket taker as well. So the responsibility that you have as the star player doesn't seem to affect your performances? Is that something that you've got used to, or is it something that weighs on you a little bit?
I mean, yes, like sometimes it takes a toll on you, the responsibilities. Like it's like people expect certain levels from you, like certain the way you play. I mean, the moment you don't satisfy, like for you, like scoring a 50 is good, but for other people, like they expect nothing less than 100 or something. So sometimes it does take a toll on you, but I think I love it. Like the responsibilities or the people, the way they look up to me. Like I love the pressure situations, and I love performing under like such pressure situations. Like, yeah, it keeps me going.
Cool. All right. I want to go back to the beginning a little bit and your background. So where are you from originally?
I'm from southern part of India, like state called Tamil Nadu, and I'm from Chennai.
From Chennai.
I was born and brought up in Chennai.
Right. Okay. So that's hence why you enjoy the Super Kings name in the South Canton. So what was it like growing up there?
It's like one of the best places to live in, I think. And being in India, like you don't have to really think about cricket that much, because anywhere you go, just you can see people playing cricket. So I was like, it was never really a second thought or something like, okay, am I going to go into the cricket now? It was like already, I think it was written already. The moment you are born in India, you have 90% chance of taking up cricket as a profession or a career. So it is like, I love the place. It's a really cool place to live in. And yeah, you must be seeing like the fans' love for cricket. I think Chennai is one of the most respected fans. Like they respect cricket. They don't care about the opponents or anyone. They just respect the game, be it opposition or be the own team. Like, yeah.
So can you remember, what are your earliest memories of cricket? Like when you were really little, how old were you when you first started playing? Can you remember?
So I was in my 4th grade, so I'm 8 or 9.
Okay.
So I used to like, on my Saturdays, it's like school was until 12 or something. And then I used to take a bus. Like sometimes my mom takes me I have to travel around 20 kilometers in the bus. So I take the public transport and then I used to travel.
When did you first start to realize that you were pretty good?
Actually, I started as a leg spinner. So I never got a chance to bat. So I batted number 11 And one of my coaches, he said, yeah, like I think you can bat. So he started seeing something in me that he promoted me to the batting order. So I was like kind of a different guy during the under 30 categories where I could smack the ball. So I had power and everything. And my family support is actually plays a huge role in this. Like I come from a cricketing family. My uncle, my brother, everyone, like they are being playing cricket for so long. And we have a family team as well. Like we play league. So we play as a family and I really enjoy playing out. So they gave me a lot of opportunities to showcase my talent. So yeah, it helped me a lot.
Okay, so then I noticed you and I have talked before. I remember umpiring you, I think, around 2016, 2017, and just noticing how well aligned you are as a batsman. Is that coached or is that natural?
No, I think that I would call it natural because I was never really coached on batting. I was coached on bowling leg spin because but batting is something that was identified by one of my coaches. They said, okay, I think it naturally comes to you and I think you should bat more because I never really got to bat until like 13, 14 years. So I started batting later than that. I mean, yeah, and then it was something that naturally came to me.
Okay, so when did you first come to Japan?
I came in 2015, June 23rd was the exact date I came.
Okay, not far off from our anniversary. Okay, so what were your first impressions? I mean, did you even know that cricket existed in Japan when you came?
No, actually, it's like I never thought that cricket, there was a cricket ground or like people are so passionate about cricket. So one of my team members, like back in Chennai, he told me that just get some of your kids, like take a bat, like gloves, few of your things. You just go there and check, like if there is cricket, you can go play. If not, you can it's okay, you can just ignore it. Then I came here, I was like for a month or so, I didn't know that cricket existed in Japan. Then he asked me, like he kept on following with me, like, did you check, like just go check on the internet, like ask people, like inquire about it. So one of the day I was checking, I think firstly I mailed to JC, as soon as I have the mail, like I asked them about getting into the national team right away. Like I mailed them, okay, is there any chance to get into the national team and everything? So then they replied that no, like it's you have to there are some criteria which you have to satisfy. Like there, you have to live in Japan for 3 or 4 years, and then they gave me a list of names like which I can contact. AKCC were one, Tigers were one. So I just contacted a few guys, and Rakesh was the first one to reply, to respond to me, and then right away just
that's it. You're a tiger. That's great. So I mean, you were ready to give up cricket altogether when you first arrived, then?
Yeah, I mean, no, actually, I never knew like cricket existed in Japan because if cricket was there, that is something I can never. Imagine myself without like cricket is something it's part of my daily routine. Like I cannot be without cricket. So I never knew cricket existed. If I had known, maybe I would have better come prepared because I never had a bag or something. I had to ship all my kit bag, everything like later in 2016.
Right.
So when I went to India, so I had to bring up a kit bag. So then I had a proper kit. I never had a proper kit when I arrived in Japan.
Okay. And what was it that brought you here? You came here for work?
Yes.
So you worked for your company back in India and they transferred you over there?
Yes. So my boss, he asked me, are you interested in working in Japan? I said, yeah, okay, why not? And he just got me in.
Great. Okay. So what were your first impressions then of Japan cricket?
Japan cricket, the first game I played, I scored a 72 or 73 not out against Adore. I was little bit thinking, I think I can enjoy a lot on this Japan cricket. But yeah, I was actually surprised about the level of cricket which was played in Japan because again, I started as thinking, okay, it's not that what do you say, like what I expected. Like there's like nothing, there are no cricket grounds in Japan. It's gonna be like mats everywhere, but it was like proper cricket grounds. I played in Fuji was a brilliant cricket ground with all the view and everything. And then game on game I saw the level and I thought, no, my impression is maybe like this is like really good. It's something like I can relate to. And in 2016 we qualified for the Division 1, and the first game I remember like Sano smacked us all over the place, like they scored 280 runs or something. So then I realized, no, this is something like I have to take it serious. Like it's not walk in the park. So
yeah, so I think it's probably that outlook is similar to a lot of people who come to Japan not knowing anything, and then they're like, actually, yeah, there's quite a lot of cricket here. It's quite well established.
Yeah.
So then, over the time, the 5-6 years that you've been playing, how do you think it's changed? Do you think the standards improved? What big differences do you notice?
I think the standard has improved a lot. I mean, I see teams consistently scoring 200 odd runs every now and then, because in this season, if you take the first game, every team has scored 200 runs. Like, that's something not we would have imagined back 4-5 years back. So I think teams' standards have gone up. They have teams are focusing more on playing the cricket, taking it seriously. Like, they do practices every now and then. So I think the standards have gone way what I don't think people would have expected Japan's standard to go this high in a very short time.
So we talked a bit about the Tigers. Tigers seem to have less player turnover than a lot of the other clubs around. Why do you think that is? What makes the Tigers, a club that people want to be part of and stay part of?
I would say the setup. Tigers are one of the few clubs which has been here for long, and the setup they have done is something there is a process with which they follow, and I think it's financially really supportive. Tigers are financially, I don't think I've never seen I've spoken to a lot of people about how they handle the things, but Tigers are something really unique in arranging everything to the players. They are player oriented. They focus on your they care much about more about your travel. We travel together. The cost is shared by 11. Doesn't matter. So everything is taken care by Tigers. They are much player oriented. They want players to spend less, and we are more like a family. I have lot of connect with the Tigers, and we are bonded as a family. My wife goes very well with other people. So it's more of a family. The setup is really good. The process is there. So I don't think it matters who's there in Tigers. It will go on because there is a process already which is set up perfectly for the club to sustain over the period of time.
Yeah, great. And there's a Tigers ladies team on the rise as well, I heard.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So looking ahead, what are your ambitions now, both for Tigers and of course for Japan now that you're part of the national squad?
Tigers, I think I want to stay unbeaten for one more season. But this year, actually, we are looking forward to the GCL T20. Since it's an inaugural tournament, I think it will be a really good thing if we can win that tournament, because it's an inaugural tournament and something people will know, talk about it year after year. The first time it happened, maybe Tigers won it. So something I'm really looking forward to that. Coming to Japan, yeah, of course. I think we really have a great chance to win this World Cup qualifiers. I look at the team and I think this is one of the best teams Japan has had. And I'm really, really happy to be part of it because this is kind of a dream. The moment I stepped to Japan, I always felt okay, yeah, there is a chance. If there is a chance, I should take it.
Yeah. So, later on today, you're going to get given your national team training clothing. You excited about that?
Yeah, really excited. The moment I received the mail from Simon, I was so excited that me and Piyush, we talk a lot. And the moment Piyush was so check your mail, I was yeah, we are training because it's been a long time. Firstly, I think in cricket, in any team game, the bonding is really important. So, and we only know our coach as well. So he must have some ideas, the ideas as to put forward to the players, and players have to take in, and we have all to be at the same pitch. So it matters that we spend a lot of time together. And I'm really looking forward to this session because it doesn't matter how many people come, but I think there has to be some training. I wish forward we had more trainings because this is something really huge for Japan because we have this World Cup qualifier. I think we have a really great chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's helpful that you know a lot of the players in the squad already. You've been around, and the Japan cricket community, whilst quite big, it's still quite, everyone knows each other. Everyone's kind of friendly and everyone spends time with each other. So you've played with some of the guys like Takadi, who would have played and Amigo.
Yeah, we played his top guns. Yeah.
So, does that help when you get together?
Actually, good thing is, these guys, I know these guys. The best thing about what I've seen in Japan is that people are humble. They, of course, they are a little bit resistant towards the new guys. But I think what I have seen, the Japan cricket, people are so humble. Taniyama or Takade, Amigo, I think he's a legend in Japan and cricket, but still is very humble. He's very down to earth guy who's make sure that you feel safe and like you feel welcome. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't think I'll be like a alien or a new person. I think I should be able to like settle in very quickly.
Likely you'll slot straight in. So talking about the Japanese players, what one thing, if you had to pick one thing, do you think that Japanese cricketers need to improve? What's the most important thing over here that the people need to work on?
I would say like playing as a team under pressure situations. Maybe like let's say that they get to play the best guys as a national team. Like they get to play the best guys. At least like a couple of tournaments, like where they can face the actual pressure situations, where they do it in the matches. Because I think Japan cricket is something like I've seen their attitude on the field. They are like really passionate about it. They are really good on the field. And I've seen our bowlers, they are so good. So batting is improved a lot as well. So one thing I want them to do is like, I think last year in the East Asia Cup, they won the first 3 games and then the last 3.
Yeah, it was 2018.
Yeah, 2018, yeah. Because they were so good in the first year. I think the pressure got to them maybe. So maybe once they start adapting to that in a better way, I think they can win a lot of tournaments.
They're definitely prone to the odd batting collapse.
Yeah. Which Tigers are.
Yeah, it's a theme across the cricket, I think. Okay, and last question on this sort of stuff. What do you think the cricket community can do to really help take cricket forward in Japan?
Cricket is like, I think the second most watched sport in all over the world. Like it's a global sport. So cricket is something like which can do wonders to your life as well, because there are a lot of learnings in cricket. I mean, to me, I started learning leadership in cricket. I never learned it in my work. It was like something which helps me in my work as well, because you get to know like how to handle people and everything. So I think cricket in Japan is growing. And it should grow for sure, like because I see the interest in the Japanese people, and we have some pretty good talents. So it's really good that cricket is growing in Japan. I think it's going to help people around as well. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Japan getting there as well, like as early as possible. Like as long as I can play for Japan, and I want Japan to be right up there.
All right, I've got some quick fire questions. So I've got 2 sections. I've got cricket specific and I've got some Japan specific stuff. So just quick answers. Don't think about them too much. Okay. Which player influenced you the most growing up?
Kevin Peterson.
Interesting. Who's the best player you've played with or against?
There are some raw talents like which I've played with, and they're like they never had coaching.
Yeah.
One is my uncle. Like
right.
He never had any sorts of coaching, but he's one of the most smartest cricketer I think I have played with. He's so smart. And my brother, who now lives in Singapore, he's also one of the most smartest guy I've seen, like on the cricket field. They have literally did no coaching, but it's something like the passion which keeps them going. Which is the same, I think, in Japan. I see with a lot of people. They are not trained, but it's like they are like the passion for cricket keeps them going. In Japan, if I have to pick one, I would pick Supun.
Supun.
Okay.
What's the best thing you've ever learned from a coach?
If I have to talk cricketing wise, like one of my coaches, like he focuses on fitness. Like it's something like he taught me in a very young age that staying fit is gonna like take you places. So one of the best things, and he used to like run with us as well. Like he was an example for us. So he set up as a role model, saying that okay, this is how you have to stay fit. So one thing, if I have to pick like one, fitness is something that guy has taught me a lot.
Right. Career highlight?
Career highlight. Picking for the getting into the Japan national squad was one of the best moments in my life, which I will never forget.
And cricketing low point?
I think I would pick a few because Tigers have lost a lot of semi-finals.
I was going to say, that Sharks semi-final sounds like it stung for
more than Sharks semi-final, we did lose to Wyverns once, and man, like I would say Chris incident was one of the low light, very low thing, because that really kept me thinking like, what am I doing wrong off the field? Like, or was I right to go and talk to him that way? So it really kept me like thinking, did I do the right thing? And I think I've changed a lot from there.
But it's great to be able to look at that and look at those examples and see that they were low points at the time, but actually you've learned and you've come back stronger from each of them. What's your favorite format to watch in cricket?
Test.
Tests. Good man. Okay, this is one for you. Can you name one innings or bowling performance played by someone internationally that you wish you could have played yourself?
Rishabh Pant's recent knock.
Yeah, that was pretty. I guess the Aussies.
Yeah, against the Aussies.
Yeah.
Day 5.
Yeah, to win the series.
Yeah, that was stunning.
That is kind of, dream stuff. All right, I've got some Japan-specific questions.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about Japan?
People.
One place any visitor must go to.
Okinawa.
Okay, what's your favorite Japanese word or phrase and its meaning?
Gambarimasu is something like, I think I remember this from Adore, because the first match I played, everyone together, they shout like, Gambarimasu, then I kept asking people like, what's that meaning? Like they never saying like, it's something like motivating yourself, saying that, let's go, something like that. So that's one of my favorite words in Japan.
Perfect. Sabaorish, thanks a lot for your time. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun chatting.
Yeah.
And good luck today. Enjoy the training. Hopefully the weather stays dry and hopefully we can get you out on the pitch again sometime soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ali.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Yeah.
Take care. That concludes this episode of the Japan Cricket Podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening. And if you really enjoyed listening, then I would be forever grateful if you could rate and review the show on whatever platform you get your podcasts. It would just help others to find the show and have the added bonus of making me feel a little bit better about myself. Until next time, arigatou gozaimashita.